Hello, good afternoon, everyone. We are here again for a CREA Shot. And as you can see, I'm wearing my sunglasses today because today we're going to go for a great adventure. We're going for an excursion with our special guest, who is as well in a very special location, Joe Gammal from Synectics. Hello, Joe.
Hello, Alessia. So good to be here in the wild with you.
Wow. Thank you for coming, and thank you for taking us to such a big, beautiful place. Where are you?
I am at a place called Hopkinton State Park, Massachusetts, about 40 minutes west of Boston, where the Boston Marathon begins. And we're in the state park, right in the middle of the lake. Would you like to see?
Please, please.
Okay, so here we go. We have a dam over there, big walkway. The dam's over there, and a beach. And I'm hiding out in a little island in the middle of the lake.
Wow. That looks like a special place. And why are we there? Why did you choose to take us there today?
There's a pretty big tide going on around the wind, so I need to adjust. Well, actually, I was inspired. Yeah, see, last week, at the end of the day, I was really tired, and I was just ready to release a little bit. So I came out on the state park on my kayak, and I decided to listen to a CREA Shot with you and Izzy. Yes. So I sat on my kayak rowing and listening to the CREA Shot with you two, and I had an idea.
What kind of idea? Please share.
Well, finally, I had the idea of what I could do with the CREA Shot and actually making an excursion on the kayak with you.
Ah, great. Because tell me more about these excursions. I think it's a real...
Well, yes, we're floating away.
Okay, this is real live experience, and all we are doing is completely improvised.
I did not plan for holding the phone and using my paddles. So yes, come on with me.
So what is an excursion? Tell us more about excursions, because we know that they can be real life excursions and also something else.
Well, yeah. So a real life excursion, or an excursion in the creative problem solving way, is a way of sort of replicating what happens naturally with all of our minds. You know, when we get away from a challenge and we're relaxed, that challenge is usually working on the unconscious level still, even though we don't realize it. And when we experience something new, a lot of times we pop into a connection between whatever we're experiencing, that excursion, and the challenge we're working on. So lots of great inventors, from Post-it notes to the Eureka moment, where displacement of water was invented by Archimedes, to the printing press, and how that all occurred. Yeah, so by getting away from the challenge. So here we are. We're on an excursion.
Fabulous. I have a question. What if I am an employee and I work at my desk 8 hours a day, and I'm not allowed to go to Massachusetts State Park for an excursion? What can I do?
Yeah, so, well, you can go on mental excursions. So mental excursion is just using that little thing that we developed since we were children, imagination. So you can close your eyes and imagine a place that you'd want to be and see all the images that come to you. Or you can think about a movie and a scene from a movie you've just seen. Maybe even you're just looking around the room and you see an object. And the whole idea is to forget about the problem and focus on whatever is in your mind and play with it. So that's the fun. Play with it, examine it, think about it, jot down a few things. It's stimulus. that will allow you to then make forced connections or make a connection, because we're all really good connection makers, to whatever the challenges you're thinking. Yeah.
Can you help us a little bit more with this word connections or forced connections? Some people that are listening to us might know, but many others, I think, they have no clue.
Sure. Well, the mind is a connection maker. It's not just it doesn't just store information and memories. It makes connections between things really easily. So, so if I look at this leaf and I say, okay, what about this leaf might represent me? So I'm improvising a connection between this leaf and myself. And so one, there's symmetry. And I remember the first painting I made. For some, I always everything had to be symmetrical. So as I was young, symmetry was really important, and balance. So that's balance and symmetry is, important to me.
Fabulous. Thank you, Joe. And how can we use these connections? In what ways can they be useful to us?
Well, one thing is just getting away gives you a whole different perspective, right? So it's a lot of times when we focus precisely on something and we're like, okay, I would think harder and think harder and think harder. It often doesn't get us distance and elevation from the challenge. So is that the ice cream truck?
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's great. This is wonderful. So getting away kind of relaxes the mind. And in the relaxation, our brain sort of opens up to, being more available to what comes. So relaxation is one, and playfulness is one. And then the other is this idea of stimulus.
So they can be very useful to solve challenges. Is that right?
Yes, very, very particular. We sort of create them when we need them. Like if we've got a challenge, instead of just thinking harder, how can we think differently? Yeah.
I would like to explore this a little further.
Yeah.
It would be great to have a challenge.
I wish if we only had a challenge.
That's right. I don't know. Maybe. Let's see if we can call somebody to help us, to provide.
Matteo! Where did you come from? Like magic. Poof.
Matteo, you're almost there. Only your mic is on mute.
we got half of them popped through.
Yes.
There we go.
I'm still alive with my voice. Okay. What pleasure to see you, Joe.
Oh, you
I would
too,
love
Matteo.
to be with you, absolutely. In your floating situation. I like the floating. Was great.
Well,
So,
you need to come.
I understand that you need a challenge from me, a real challenge.
Yes.
Okay, I have one. You know that CREA conference in September starts the week of 20th of September. So it was the third week of September. But the weekend before, in my marriage, I have a celebration of 50 years of marriage. So 5-0 with my wife. It was a very important date. My wife is waiting for a party, for a beautiful weekend with her. But at the same time, I have a lot of friends coming from the United States. Tim Urson and Franca, Ismet and her daughter. So, of course, I have to celebrate at the same time my wife and my 50th anniversary, and also the group of friends that joined me for CREA. And the main problem is that my wife doesn't speak English. So sometimes for her became so boring, because when we are together, we speak. Sometimes he asked me the translation. I translate from English to English because my brain is completely in English system. So I try to translate to her the same language. So sometimes for her, it's not a pleasure. Also, she is a good friend of Tim Urson and Franca and Ismet and the other one, but she is suffering because it's sort of an exclusion, because we share, we laugh, we have jokes, we have beautiful time, and she feels alone. She feels
Oh,
she feels alone. Sometimes she feels, may say, I'm not in the right place. So I want to avoid to celebrate the 50 years anniversary in that way with my wife. So this is my challenge.
so is it how to spend my 50th anniversary with my wife in a way that she feels what?
Great. She feels great,
Okay.
and including my friends from United States.
Okay, and including the friends.
So that because maybe I don't know how to do it.
Okay.
The floating seems a good way. Just give me some connection.
Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
going to do something then. Here, what I'm going to do, and I would like you, and if anybody's listening, I'm going to pan around to me, and I want you to notice and maybe even jot down all the things you're observing, the sounds maybe, and the sights, and the motion, whatever. So I'm just going to do that. That'll be our quick excursion. How about that? Just generate the stimulus of what you observe.
Okay.
At the leaves and the trees and birds flying.
Wow.
It's pretty quiet, actually. And then we have more trees. We're on a little island here, where I'm at in the middle of the lake. And then over there, there's that's I don't know what you actually call it, but it's a man-made wall there, and on the other side is another body of
Yeah.
water,
Yeah.
and you can walk above that. So
Yeah.
it's a break in the water, and then there's a dam over there where the runoff is, and then this nice tree here, and there's a beach over there. Kids, and I have a paddle and my kayak and my shoes, and okay, one more thing. What if we looked underneath? What's going on
Yeah.
there underneath the water? All right, so that's our little stimulus. So you see all that stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
what
like
could
very
we?
much. I like very much the shadow. The
The
shadow.
what? The shadows. You
Shadow.
notice
The
the
shadow.
shadows.
The shadow of the
Yeah. Say a
tree.
bit
The
more of
shadow.
the shadow. Oh.
Yeah, because every time we speak, we have also the tone of voice, the sounds of voice, the body images, the smiling. So maybe we can use a language that like a gibberish that nobody can understand, and so became a common language. So it's forbidden to speak
Oh.
English or Italian.
Oh.
Everybody has
Nice.
to speak funny new languages. And when we stay together, we can use also the resonance, the shadow of the spark. It can be a funny trip.
Great. That's a
Yeah.
very cool connection. Um, Alessia, do you have one?
Yeah, you mentioned that it's really quiet there. So I was thinking, do something where it's completely quiet, like underneath the surface, below water. There's no sound, no language spoken,
Oh,
only
Yeah.
something else.
yes. Now,
Yeah.
that's cool.
A party behind it is very great with a mask behind the water.
I,
Yeah.
I'm going to build on what you said, Matteo, about the shadow. Made me think of a wish. What's your wife's name again?
Mary, Mary,
Mary. Mary.
Mary.
Mary. Mary. Mary. I wish Mary could be in the limelight where everyone else is the shadow. So instead of her being a shadow where responding to what others are happening, what if she was like the tree that's casting the shadows and you guys are all the shadows?
Mm, mm, mm.
I wish the light was shining on her
Yeah.
for the week or the
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah. I have to reflect how to do it because I don't want to have a separation. I have the separation between the group and my
Oh.
wife. So I want to enjoy the same together, but they have to find a way to communicate that is equal for everybody. Can be sound, can be silence, can be drawing.
Yeah. Yes.
You can speak just drawing.
And guys, I think this is such a great, great challenge that you've offered, not only to the people that are listening right now, but to all the people that are coming to CREA conference, you know,
Oh yeah.
because at CREA conference, we speak two main languages, English and French. And what if I can't speak English so well? What if I come from Italy, for example, or from the Netherlands, or from somewhere else in the world? This is a great
Yeah.
challenge for all of us to reflect on.
Yeah. Yeah. Activities like water, boating, things that we do together as opposed to conversing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly, Joe, because this year, CREA Conference will be at Dynamo Camp in Tuscany. So we will be outdoor doing lots
Outdoors.
and lots of activities
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
experiencing nature, walking, and doing a lot of practical things together.
Yeah.
So it's not only
Uh,
listening and speaking, but it's experiencing
yeah.
problem solving and creativity.
Great. I can't wait to
Alessia,
be there.
yeah. Alessia, sorry, I'm an ideator. What if for CREA we create a vocabulary
Mhm.
of movement? For instance, if I say means I don't understand or whatever, I've, I'm angry. So why we don't create a vocabulary of gesture for everybody that
Yeah.
is beyond language? So it can be also fun because every day somebody can invent a new way. For instance, if I touch my nose, it means that I don't know. I want to go to bed. I need to sleep, something like that. So, and we have a list of spatial language only for the people inside the conference.
Brilliant.
Can be fun at the same time interesting. So I don't need to speak English or French, or
Fabulous. So
maybe like that or whatever. Exactly. Or faces, or facial faces.
So, for the people who are listening, this is the way we generate ideas, and
Yeah,
this is the way we
yeah,
create
yeah,
new experiences. And this probably will become a workshop at CREA, and you've just
yeah,
assisted
yeah,
to the creation of something new.
yeah, yeah,
So, don't miss the event. 22nd to 26th of September
yeah.
at the Dynamo Camp in Tuscany, www.creaconference.com.
Yes. And we'll be doing the making of meaning there. I'll be doing that,
Yeah,
playing with
yeah.
water and light.
Oh
And
yes.
come
Thank you
visit,
very
come be
much,
with us.
Joe. Was very useful. Was very
Thank
useful to
you.
me.
Thank
Thank
you,
you very
Matteo.
much.
Thank you so much. Ciao, guys. Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.